Hi students, how are you all? Welcome back to today's class. In this video, we are going to study about story writing. What is a story? The word story, you are familiar with it. You have read many stories till now. There are different kinds of stories, but what exactly is a story? A story is a series of events that happen to someone and how they respond. Or maybe you can say it is the work of fiction. Fiction is nothing but imagined events and characters. So a story is basically based on fiction. That means whatever you have imagined, the events and the characters. So the story is around those things. There are elements of a story which you should keep in mind. A story always has a setting, characters, plot and conflict. Without these, it's not a story. So all these things are must while writing a story. Setting. What is a setting? Actually, setting describes where and when the story takes place. It helps to build background and create images in our minds. It helps to set the tone or mood of the story. See, these settings can be anything. You can specify the time of the day or year, or means whether it is taking place in long back, like once upon a time, or describing a scenery, weather, or a location. It can be anything. While describing a setting, we should be very careful. We should catch the reader's attention. Then only our story will come out very well. Otherwise, if it's boring, then the reader will not read it further. So how to make the story more interesting? So the setting. So when you want to describe the setting, try to use the senses. You're all familiar with that. We have 5 senses. That is the sight, smell, taste, feel, and sound. So a good author includes the description of the setting using these 5 senses. It makes your story more interesting, and the reader will be curious to know what is going to happen next. Look at the picture on the screen. Here the writer has described the picture in 2 different styles. Look at the first sentence. The castle was beside the water. In simple words, the writer has just given us an idea that there is a castle, it is near the water. But look at the second description. How creative it is. The waves crashed loudly against the shoreline. The fog lifted lightly and the medieval castle came into view. It was a beautiful sight. The fog brushed my face and I could smell the smoke from the fire in the distance and taste the sea salt on my lips. See how the writer has used the senses to describe the picture. So this is how you have to write your story. Creating the settings in such a way that the reader needs to be more interested to read your story. Not necessary that you should use all the 5 senses. You can use 2, 3 as you wish. But the style of writing matters a lot. If you write just simple sentences, the reader gets bored easily. So you need to make your sentences complex. Okay, simple plus complex. You know the different types of sentences. So all this together, combination of them, makes your story more interesting. So now you have understood that how the setting plays an important role in a story. But what about characters? Can a story be formed without any characters? No. Every story needs a character. The character can be in any form. You can make them as people, animals, or creatures. The protagonist is the good guy. That is the hero of the story. That is the main character of the story. The antagonist is the bad guy or the force. That means it is the villain of the story, which creates the problems for the hero or the main character of the story. So now you understood that without the characters, the story cannot move forward. These characters are very important for the stories. But how do we describe these characters? We call it as characterization. That means describing the characters or which are the people or the animals in that story. How can we describe them? This can be again done in 2 ways, either directly or indirectly. See how I explained you earlier about the setting. You can write it in simple, or you can write it using the 5 senses, which makes it more interesting for the reader. Here also the similar method is used. Means if you want to say it directly, that means only a simple sentence. Freddy was very competitive. But if you want to tell it indirectly to the reader, see how the writer has used. 2 days before the game, Freddy gathered his teammates and laid out his plan. Then he looked at them and said, "We are going to win this one. No excuses." So here we can know that how the writer is describing the character in a different style. Indirectly, he's trying to say that Freddy is very competitive and a strong player, and he doesn't like losing the game. Now comes the main part of the story, that is the plot. Plot is the events that takes place in a story. So without a plot, again the story is incomplete. Okay, in a plot there are different stages which we need to know. The plot, or we can call it the structure of a story, it is very important for it. You can see how it is divided into different sections. The first one is exposition, then rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. So what do you mean by exposition? Background information establishes the setting and describes the situation. Rising action, characters face or try to solve a problem. This results in conflicts within themselves or with others. Climax, eventually the story reaches a crucial moment. The tension that is building reaches a peak point. Falling action, sometimes called the denouement. This part of the story explores the consequences of the climax. The tension in the story begins to ease. That means it will become simple or try to solve. Resolution, the story's central problem is finally solved, leaving the reader with a sense of completion. That means that's the end part of the story. So this is the structure of the story. How you can make the structure of the story more interesting? Okay, see, this is the My Story Mountain. It helps you, it gives you an idea, a brief idea how you can make your the plot more interesting for the reader. Try to use interesting sentence starters for each stage of your story. Okay, use connectives in the middle of the sentences. Check your story. Have you used the correct punctuations or not? Remember, whenever there is a dialogue or new person speaks, start at a new line. So keep these all things in your mind while writing a story. There are special techniques of plot. Like you can make your story more interesting by making it as a suspense, flashback, surprise ending, or foreshadowing. Suspense, it creates excitement or tension for the reader. Flashback means whenever the normal sequence of the events is going on, then something happens and it like moves back to the past. Then the conclusion, or the surprise ending, that is the conclusion. The reader did not expect that this would happen, and that's a surprise ending. And foreshadowing. Foreshadowing. What is foreshadowing? A hint about what will happen next is called foreshadowing. For example, if you hear any sound or anything, like a creature coming in on, then you know that someone's about to get eaten. Or else, if something is coming near, the reader knows that is what is going to happen, but the character in the story is unaware about it. Conflict. Conflict is the struggle between two forces in a story, maybe two characters in a story. Without conflict, there is no plot. Means for a plot to be in the story, a conflict is a must. Otherwise, your story will not be complete. It looks like incomplete. There are different types of conflict. For example, character versus character, that is problem with another character. Character versus nature, problem with the force of nature. Or character versus society, that is problem with the laws, community or society. Or character versus self, that is the inner conflict fighting within. You don't need to concentrate on all of this, but just you need to remember what are the different types of conflict. Okay, students, now I think you are all familiar with what is a story and what are the different elements of a story, okay, and how to write it. So using these hints and guidance, please write your story clearly. And the most important things, never start your story with once upon a time or one day or last week. Try to be more creative while writing your story. Okay, so try to use, there are different styles of writing a story. You can use dialogues, or you can use as if discussion between two friends, anything. Okay, so try to be more creative when you start a story, but don't avoid using once upon a time, one day, last week, next day. These all things are not required. you need to improve your standard, okay, your level of writing. So try to be more creative in your writing and use dialogues, as I told you previously. So use the dialogues, use the description of the weather or the surroundings, and start your story. And please, you can even use figures of speech to make your story more interesting. You're all familiar with this. I'm just giving you a guidance in this matter. Okay, I hope you have understood it. So if you have any doubts, please you can let me know. I'll try to help you out with it. Thank you.